Hey everyone, this is Virginia here, and welcome back to the ninth episode of the HPRP Amino PODCAst. Today, we're going to be talking about the Chatroom rules and other rules that are new, because for some reason, a lot of people are mad at the new rules, even though you guys are the ones who asked for it. Please, guys, introduce yourself. We have two people today.
Hey, it's Scott. There you go, I introduced myself.
Where's Smitty?
He died.
Okay. So, we have me and we have our another leader, Scarlett. She already said hi. So, did you feature the things we would know?
Yes, I featured it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we start off with this so we can get this annoyance
Once
over?
upon a time, in a faraway land.
Once upon a time.
Okay, so basically, guys, y'all were like, yo, this chat system that we got is very terrible because there's a bunch of dead chats, there's crappy role plays, and all of this other crap. So the leadership team was like, alright, we hear you. Why don't we gather together and get these new rules?
Yes.
And originally, those rules were like a template. You got a template thing that you had to fill out, and then if your chat was inactive
Guess
for 4
who's
days,
back
if
again?
your chat
for the
was
second
inactive for 4 days, then you got it disabled.
Did we start it?
So,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Smitty. Let me introduce myself.
Yeah, introduce yourself. We have our new person again. Well, you're not new technically.
Well, you're taking words out of my mouth.
yourself.
Alright, I'm Smitty, or as my profile says now, Jace.
Okay,
But-
now I shall continue explaining. Okay, so originally we had it so you had 4 days before it got disabled, but since a few like 10 people out of the 6,000 people in the community, a few of you guys complained, so I was like, okay, let's try to compromise. So we came up with the compromise of, if you guys are actually role-playing in the chat, and the last few messages in the chat are an actual role-play, you get a week before we disable the chat. But if there's just a bunch of hey and hi's as the most recent messages, then after 4 days we disable the chat. This, as from feedback I've gotten from most of the active members, this is perfectly reasonable. But there are a very, very, very tiny select few that still don't like it. And in my opinion, they're just gonna have to deal with it, because if we do it any longer, then there's gonna be a bunch of dead chats. People are gonna start to complain. So I'd rather have a few people complain, 2 people complain that it's not long enough, than have a bunch of people complain that it's too long.
Thank you. That is basically the sum of everything that I was going to talk about. And I want to discuss something. As well as that, I want to discuss something that happened in one of these chats that made me want to revise it. And do you think it's okay if I read off the whole conversation?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Just don't mention usernames, and then we'll be fine. We'll
We
say
will
person
have-
1.
I was going to say person A, B, and C.
There we go.
So we have person A. I'm mad. Person B. Why? Person A. They disabled my only chat. I have tennis practice and dad's weekends along with school and family issues. Okay? Person A. Oh, I'm sorry. Person B says, oh, I'm sorry. Person A says something else, but I don't want to say it because then you'll know who it is. Person me. I'm person me. Hey. What I said, hun, you didn't read the chat. Read the rules, did you? Person A. OMFG. I did. I can't help not being active sometimes, and I have the freedom of speech. Now I want to stop it there, but I will continue reading later on. I feel as if people do not feel that their word is heard. I try my best to make your word be heard because I was in the same position as you only mere months ago. And I understand why everyone's pissed off. I understand why you guys don't want to do this and that. And I understand why sometimes you can't say what you want to say. But you have to also understand, if you want to tell me, myself, and say, hey, Regina, I need to talk to you about something. I need to rant to you. Or, hey, Regina, I need you to fix something that's happening.
I've been running around the streets. I had to prepare for a hurricane.
Okay. I was talking.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Wait,
if you want anything done or anything like that, just message me or Scarlett or anyone that's on, because I can't be on 24/7, but I usually am. If you need me during the day, I cannot. But I will make sure when I get home, I will message you. Say, hey, Regina, this happened today. I need your help. I need to talk to somebody. I need you to talk. I need to talk to you for some reason. And if you want to speak your mind and tell me what's wrong with the thing, I will see what I can do to help people. And I feel like y'all guys don't understand that. Like, for example, Scar, you're my ranting buddy, and I've already said this to people. You're my ranting buddy, and you're my official ranting buddy. No one can take my ranting buddy away from me. She's mine.
That's what.
She's my bone daddy.
What about me? You forgot about me.
No, I called her a bone daddy the other day. It was so hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Okay, so back to the thing.
Anyway, that's off topic. So I'm gonna continue reading the rest of this so you guys understand. So after him saying that he has the freedom of speech, I said, I am not saying that you do not have the right to speak your mind. I am just saying that if you need to read the rules, you would have. If you read the rules, you would have seen that I would have deleted all the chats from now on. Scarlett, our new leader, will be making a post very soon about this. As you already know, this is past tense. This happened a few days ago, and Scarlett has already made a post about it. Thanks very much, Scarlett, by the way. I never thanked you for doing that.
You're welcome.
And she already made a post about this explaining what it is. And as she said before in the beginning of the chat, she already said the new rules about the chat system, even though it's similar. Because like I said before, I made the rules because it's something needed to be done.
Yeah.
Excuse me, when can I speak?
We're just explaining right now what the chat system is like. And you can actually ask your question.
Okay, my question is, when we have the chats, why do we always have to be semi-literate or literate? Why can't it just be like dot blah 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 dot?
You can do that. Just put in the chat description that's what it is. It's fine.
One post you said it has to be like one of the rules or something. It has to be semi-lit, lit, or
no. That was examples.
No, that was examples. Me saying, I said you need to say in your description of your chat, you must say what your what kind of chat room it is, instead of you coming in there and there's a bunch of free what is it
free
called?
Verse.
Free verse people, and there's advanced literate people, and the advanced literate people are getting angry with the free verse people. I don't remember them because I don't like them.
Same.
There's this thing that goes on where it has to, like, people say you have to be this level or something.
Yeah.
It's been spreading around Amino just to join a chat. Like, you have to be level something to be on this. Like, really?
Yeah, in order to make a public chat, you have to be level 6.
No, I'm talking about, like, to join a chat.
No, that's not a thing. That should not.
No. This has been spreading across Amino. I don't know if it's gonna come here, but It's where people say you have to be this level to join this chat because they apparently don't believe in people who join like new. They don't believe they can RP. I've asked many people on different communities. They say this is like insane that people are letting that around.
Then that will not come to our community, and we will have to make a post about that if we see that arise, because that's not a cool thing. Because I know that.
Ever heard of Teen Wolf? Because that's happening in that Teen Wolf amino, and it's spreading and all that stuff.
Nah, I make sure that will not. I will make sure myself that will not happen, because I knew Lazarus when he was a level 6, and he's probably one of the best role players I've ever role played with.
Wait, what level is he now?
He was.
What do you mean he was?
He got kicked out.
Why did he get kicked out of?
Team Amino kicked him out.
Yeah.
Out of every amino.
Mhm.
Yep.
Why?
The ultra band.
Oh, because he did something stupid. He decided he wanted to be a rude person, like he always is. But he got a new phone, so he was able to come back on.
What thing is he now? Like, what's his chat?
He's level 4. But he's still like one of the best people. He's still one of the best role players I've ever role played with.
I'm gonna go ask him then.
If he's ever on anymore, he hasn't been on in a while. So I don't know why you would ask him if he's a good role player or not. I'm confused.
Back on topic. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if, like I said before, if that comes here, I will not let that happen at all.
Yeah. That's just stupid.
Yes, because reasons. Okay, he left again. Okay. What else? What other topics do we have? No, we're still on the chat room topic. What else do we need to say on it?
If you're going to say hate about a leader or something, a rule you don't like, don't be stupid and do it in a public chat where all the leaders and creators can see it.
Sorry,
really
it quit on me. Yeah, it quit on me.
Okay. I really don't care about the hate. I really don't care if someone talks bad about me. I realize that we're just online.
But it's kind of, to me,
it's.
I know it's freedom of speech and everything, but it's kind of aggravating to me, at least, because it's like you're gonna be disrespectful, and you're going to talk bad about a leader behind their back in a public chat.
It's stupid.
Able to see it.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Let me rephrase that. I don't mind freedom of speech, but I do mind I do not like freedom of stupidity, and that's when people get confused. If you're stupid enough to tell me and talk about how horrible we are, I would contact you and say, hey, I saw in blah 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 chat that you said I was blah 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 blah. I was this way. Would you like to tell me what I can do to become a better leader and explain to me what's wrong?
No. This is what I think Scarlett's saying. Like,
she's not talking about what I'm saying. She's saying what she would do.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I understand what Scarlett's saying. I just think that if someone's going to talk about, especially, there's also something I want to talk about as well, which is disrespecting leaders. Scarlett is a new leader. She's been a new leader for about a week and a half, and no one is respecting her in any form, and I hate it so much.
Wait, people are being rude to her?
Yes.
I can't believe it. I can't believe that. She's like the nicest person I've ever met. Like, she tells you things before...
You really don't know me.
Well, at least she tells you stuff before she actually does it. Like, that's what I like about people.
As I'm doing it.
Yes.
Like, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about too, is that people are disrespecting her and not listening to her. If Scarlett tells you to do something that involves the community, please do it.
Yeah, do it.
It is not, if you would do the same thing if it was with me. And also, on the other topic of disrespecting people, I don't remember what Hannah did. Hannah in the 18+ chat, what she did.
Yes.
Wait, did she get banned?
Yeah, she got banned. She got ultra banned.
What happened?
I don't
Can
know.
you explain this to me? I'm like...
Lots and lots of things.
So we got into I'm gonna explain the basics of it. We got into an altercation with a girl called Hannah VR something, and we got into the altercation, and we asked her to not talk to Scarlett anymore for reasons, and I'll explain to you after the podcast because we have explained this in the other podcast, but I want to explain to you afterwards what happened exactly. But we said what happened, and what we did was that we decided that we didn't want her to talk to Scarlett anymore because of the reasons. And when we finally did that, she didn't want to cooperate properly. And we asked, and she decided to make a post saying, hey, a poem-esque post talking about us. And it was, even though I didn't want to take it down, because yes, it is freedom of speech, but at the same time, it was off topic and it was completely rude and disrespectful towards us. So we disabled it. But what she did...
And what'd she say?
What she did is took a screenshot of her picture, of her thing, and she put it on her... And she put it on her bio.
Mm-hmm.
And the picture was in her bio of the thing that that we disabled.
Yeah.
That's why there's a level of disrespect, and she crossed that level.
I've done that before, and I did get banned from the community for doing that, but I've always learned, you guys know I'm not like that.
Mm-hmm. Because I realized I've gotten, and I probably haven't explained this to you guys in the past, but I myself got banned from a community, but it was for circumstances that
What community was that?
Another Harry Potter role-playing community.
I got banned for 9 3/4, so I mean...
Same.
But I got banned for reasons that I hate, that I really dislike highly, of what the reasons are. And I got totally discredited. And that's something else I want to talk about in this podcast as well, is about accusations, because that's what happened.
I hate those.
I'm going to explain what happened to me, and I'm going to explain what I want and what's going to happen in our community. So in the certain community, in another Harry Potter role-playing community, I got accused, when I got a leadership position, I got accused of asking for a girl's nudes.
What?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Are you even like... I don't want to say anything.
No.
I
Basically
really
asking me to swing that way.
Are you straight? Yeah, or something.
I'm like in the middle.
Okay, bisexual.
Mm-hmm.
Is that bi? Okay, yeah. Okay, now I understand why people would say that. Okay, yeah.
So, that happened to me, and when that happened, they, without even talking to me or saying anything or asking questions of me at all, my whole leadership, my whole leader position was stripped from me. Completely.
Oh, that's sad.
Exactly. So I asked the team, I asked the leaders, and I said, hey, what happened? What did they do wrong? Why is everything going away? And they told me what the girl said, and I said, I talked with this girl once, and she left after I told her what I answered a question after her. One of her questions is that, hey, are you dating blah blah blah? And I was like, what?
That's retarded.
I was like, yeah. Do you know blah blah blah? And do you like him? Are you dating him? And I was like, in RP, yes, but not everything else, but just in RP, yes. And I said, yeah, and she said, okay, that's all I wanted to know. Bye, and left the community completely. I mean, not left the community, left my chat completely. And I was like, okay.
That's just stupid. I got accused of
Yeah.
a person saying I went with a SRP with them, and yeah, they accused me of saying like, do you want to date in real life? Do you want to do this and blah 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 blah? And I'm like, really? I can show you the chats, and you guys are gonna do this to me?
And
they kicked me.
And they asked me about this. They asked me about this, and I said, I didn't ask her for you. I still have our old conversation if you would like to see it. And I took a screenshot of it, and I sent it to her. And I asked her, did she send you screenshots of our conversation at all? And she said no, because she left the chat. Now, this is the problem with this. And this is something I want to tangent on before I end my story. If you're going to give accusations of something,
Give
I'm
proof.
going to ask you first for screenshots.
Yeah,
That
give
means-
proof.
Yeah, that means if someone says, "Oh, this person is like completely harassing me," like we had that once in the community and I had to ban him, and I banned him for what he did because she had screenshots to show what it was. I'm not gonna say who, but she and multiple other people have said, "Hey, this guy is harassing me because he's asking me to do this and this and that, and I don't want to do it, and he's not."
Okay, I gotta be honest with something.
Yes.
Alright, so, you know Victoria?
No.
Victoria Fairchild?
Fairchild, yes.
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 So they decided to role play with me one day. And they just left the chat. I'm like, I wonder why. And I'm like, hey, what did I do? She didn't answer. She deleted the chat. I said, okay, that's kind of strange. So I kept saying, like, what's up? What did I do? Why'd you guys leave? Why'd you do that? Blah, 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 blah. And after a while, I said, like, hey, would you like to role play with me and my friends or something? She didn't say anything. And like, look, if you're gonna completely ignore anything, please just tell me what I did before you just start ignoring people and all that stuff. She reported me to a leader, and you know the Harry Potter 18 plus chat thing. She reported me, and for it, I'm like, okay, I read the entire thing that she reported. She showed me the screenshot, the leader. I'm like, you know, half of that stuff is not even true, right? And she's like, she didn't even say anything. It was like Ursula or something. She never said anything back. I'm just like, that half of that stuff's fake.
Okay.
Well, Victoria left a bunch of her chats because she's not into role-playing more. She's now into writing and other things.
She never told me
left.
this. She never told me
She
this.
never told. No, she made a post about it
No, she didn't post it on the community I was talking to her on. She didn't post it on there,
on
so I didn't know.
18 plus community.
Yeah, I don't think she posted it there.
She posted it there, but it's now deleted. But it was there because I've read it.
Yeah, same.
Then I must have not seen it, and they must have took it down before I got to see it, because I did not see it, okay? You guys probably see it, and they probably took it down before I see it, so it's misinceptor. I just didn't know, and she reported me for it, but it's fine. I don't really care, but just explain why. Because if she saw that tag taken down, she could have at least told me something. Just people have people should have a decency where they can actually say stuff, like where you made a post about this, and let's just say it's important, all that stuff, and it gets taken down. Meanwhile, people are doing the same stuff that you told not to do, and they haven't read it. You could have the decency to tell them, blah, 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 blah. She never told me anything.
I don't know it's fine. I don't know. I'll talk to her probably soon.
Yeah, if she says something bad about me, it's fine. I don't care. You can tell me. Besides, I have the thing right here. I can text it to you. This is what she said.
Yeah, that's fine. You can text it to me. You can text it to me. I don't really care. So
on Skype or Harry Potter?
Harry Potter. So basically, I just didn't want people. I don't want people to be in the same situation I did, where you don't have any evidence at all, like absolutely nothing. If someone is harassing you or doing anything like that, please, even though it's horrible and or if they're sending you explicit messages, I beg of you, even though you do not want that stuff on your phone, keep it on your phone until you can contact one of us and show us ourselves. Because if you don't, then we cannot do anything. And they'll get away scot-free. Sort of.
Oh yeah. With Victoria, I did say I was gonna report her because like she kept ignoring me. I wondered why, and she wouldn't do that. So I was like, "Is this something wrong with me?"
There's no lines to report somebody. That's just them ignoring you.
It started to get to the point where I felt like she didn't like something in me.
I don't know. We can ask her. I'll ask her later on after the podcast, I guess. But,
yeah, I said I said in one of the chats, I read her rules. Can we repeat? Like, as in, because it's been a long time since I haven't done anything like roleplay. So I asked her that, and she did ignore it. So I guess that. So here it is. I'll take a screenshot of it. Yeah.
Thank you. So to continue the story on from that point on, when they took away my leadership position, and I showed up the screenshots, they said, "Okay, we're gonna go talk to them," and we had this long, when I mean long, discussion. Whereas if I go to it now, I probably still have it up there. It's been so long. Oh my goodness, it's been so long.
I have like a chat that I still have. That was my first chat that I actually asked people to RP on.
Mhm.
I keep that stuff because I want to see what I did back then. You know.
Here, I have it right here, and I love it.
What is it?
I love that I have it still. I love that they kept it around. So nice. Okay.
Hey, Regina. Here it is. I'm sending it right now into the HPR podcast.
So after I talked to her, and they did, the whole thing starts off with like, by the way, I also want to tell you that this was Christmas Eve. Just want to say that.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. I just want to say
Alright, read it.
This was Christmas Eve. And when they banned me, this was Christmas Eve. And I was so pissed. So
reading it.
So the leader of this community was like, guys, we need to really talk about this. Regina / person A Regina / person A situation. We can see what really happened and need to fix it. And I said, okay, I'll show you what really happened. And I went through all the things, and she was I think she got pissed off when this happened, because I said, the first thing was I'm going to read the whole conversation. She said, hey, I'd like to make my way to a leader since I'm a creator, but I know it's probably going to say no, but I believe that I'm a good leader and I'm active all the time. And I didn't even get to reply to that because I didn't see it. And then she was like, you're dating that Draco, right? By the way, this isn't my Draco day, so Scarlet, please don't kill me.
Okay, I was gonna say, I will fight you.
Don't kill me. I was
Don't
like,
kill
yeah,
me.
why? And she didn't reply or anything, she just left. And I said, did I say something wrong? So you should see where it said that she left and I came in the chat, that you know that there's nothing else.
Do you have a screenshot of it? Because
Yeah.
I would gladly like to see that.
Sure, I'll save it.
Okay, could you read that out loud for me, what I sent, like, what she said? And I said half of that isn't true.
Wait, I'm going to my story. And I said everything. I said, Adria asked me if she could be leader. I was going to answer her, but I never had a chance to answer her, let alone tell that she was not fit for the job. That's another thing that was funny to me, was that she told the leaders that I said that she wasn't fit for the job. My usual thing is that if I say I'm going to upgrade somebody to a leader, I'm going to... Are you okay, Scarlett?
Wait, yeah, I'm just listening.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought.
Okay. If I say you're going to be a leader, I'm not going to upgrade you to leader right away without getting consent from the other leaders, because that's just wrong of me for a new person to come in as a leader and say, hey, you're going to be a leader because I think you'll be okay. Was I in the wrong for doing that? If I wasn't, I'm sorry.
No, you were not.
Exactly. So, okay. So then... And then she lied and said, literally, when she was talking to one of the professor things, the guy said, what's up? He said, okay, I'm not trying to be rude, but I do not like Regina. She's very disrespectful in private chat.
Liar!
Disrespect her in private chat. And she said,
I'll
what
find
is she
her
saying?
in her sleep.
She said, what is she saying? She said, I left our PM. But when we were talking, she was saying stuff like, I don't deserve to be a creator. And she tried to send me nudes. And I was
That is
like,
sad.
I was like, wait, what? What?
Oh, do you know what's her name? Like Jean or something, but she changed it to like Baron something.
Yeah.
So we're in an
Jean's
RP. She just leaves out of nowhere. I'm like, what did I do? And then, but like a month later, I say, hey, you want RP? She does it again, but leaves. But like it happens like when she's like gone or something.
How do you roleplay?
I roleplay. Lit. I go from semi-lit to very lit or regular lit.
Okay, so what do you use? Do you use I, or do you use she?
I usually he. She uses he and she too.
Okay, then that's probably, I don't know what's wrong with you. Maybe they just don't like your writing style. Anyways,
but I did what she said. I said, shall we do 6 lines, more than 6 lines or something? She says yes. It just happened where she probably did, but because I don't know, like she never. I'm gonna wait for another month to see if she actually answers again.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna read the rest of it after she said, tried to side me. She said, the other guy was like, well, I think you're fine being creator. In fact, I thought of leadership of you. I have been holding off, but just ignore her and I will deal with it. Thanks for bringing it to my attention, right? I said, after our conversation, Adria lied to the person, saying that I tried to send her nudes, and was being disrespectful. When this was the first time I ever talked to her, the only part that side that told was truth was that her leaving the chat first, as you can see from the first screenshot. Second thing was, they didn't even tell me. They didn't even tell me what the girl said. All they told me was, we got a few complaints from members. Members, not one member.
Plural.
Members. So
not
we
plural.
We have to keep an eye on you. Then one of the main people made an executive decision.
Oh,
I said,
God.
what did I do? What were the complaints? I said, please give me my leadership. I've been trying to do the best for making this place good for everyone. And also with this thing happening, other than this also escalated to where they basically deleted all of my chats, all of my posts that I made.
What? That's just mean. Like, you worked hard on that.
Because I said the reason that I wanted to help them because the thing was dead. Like, but I mean by dead, it was like dead. So I was like, hey, can I be a leader or a creator or something like that, since no one's on, and I want to try to make this community big again, because this was like one of my first role-playing communities that I was in. So I was like, okay. They said, okay, I'll give you the leadership thing and you can have it. And I was like, okay, thank you. I'm gonna try to make this I was gonna make it a you know how people usually make like AUs?
Yeah.
I was trying to make an AU basically, but it was still Harry Potter, but just OC AU basically, where everyone can go to school at one time, and there's to be classes and assignments and everything like that.
Like an alternate universe of Harry Potter.
Yeah, and I was perfect, and I thought it was gonna be amazing.
And what happened?
I had everything planned. I planned everything, and they were like, "You're doing this, and it's against the rules. You have to talk to all the leaders about this." But I was like, "But you said I could do this," and she's like, "No, we didn't."
Did you show screenshot proof? Because if you did that, I bet they wouldn't have done it.
I wasn't smart enough, and then I realized I need to get smart. Scarlett, please tell me you're with me still. I love you.
Please don't die.
Are you surprised by what happened?
I am. Are you done
if you want my
with
honest
your story
opinion,
yet?
I haven't been listening.
Sorry.
Are you kidding me? You just said you were.
I know, because I had my name, so I was like, yeah, I'm still here, but no, I have not been listening. I've been role playing.
But you've been role playing while we've been speaking.
Yep.
Well, someone's gonna die tonight.
And after that, okay, so Scarlett, can you? I'm gonna cut you up. The girl told them that I was trying to do stuff to her and be mean to her, and I came back by saying that I wasn't doing anything.
Okay.
Make sense?
All right. Are you done with your story yet?
Please. I'm almost done.
Yes.
I'm almost
listening.
done.
Okay. I'm listening.
So after somebody else told me, I got a few complaints from again, and I said I only at the time I was only PMing like 5 people at the time. So after I did that, I said I told them both people were being lied to, and I said no one even did anything, and then I confronted her about it. I'm gonna read off the whole thing, and that's where I'm gonna end the story, okay, Scarlett?
Okay.
Now listen, please.
Okay.
I said, I have deleted nothing. I think Adriana is lying to you. She said, well, let me talk with the other leaders, and you may have your leadership. I said, okay. I confronted her and said, you're a liar. She said, well, like I said, that wasn't me. If you keep up with this behavior, I'll have them ban you. Dre knows what you said to me. I said, what did I do? And she told me to wait. Sorry. She said, just a second. I said, what did I do? I said, I made this community when no one else came on. I was always in the community when no one else came on. I came on here every day, and no one else was up on here but me. And I cared enough to not want the community to die. She told me to not play dumb. And I need to find it. She said, don't play dumb. And she said, I'm not. I said, you just hate me. Everyone just hates me. And I was going in my downward spiral because this is how I was feeling at the time. And she said, I don't hate you. I don't hate anyone. She said, I'm dumb. I'm playing dumb, right? And I said, I'm playing dumb, right? And she says, I have not done anything to you. I'm not making you look bad. It's your actions. You're the one who's lying to the leaders. You need to stop. I told them what you've done. Stop lying to me. And I told her, what am I lying about? And she said, I've heard enough. I don't want to argue with you. You know exactly what you were lying about. Now, good day. And that's basically what happened. And the whole situation was that she created this false narrative. And it got to the point where the leaders banned me as I was talking to her because she felt as if that I shouldn't be in there, and she only heard one side and realized that when she said no one has proof, when I was the only one to have proof. She just said that I deleted it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when you know how when you delete a message, it'll say you deleted a message, someone deleted a message?
Yeah.
I had that nowhere in the chat, and had that absolutely nowhere in the original chat, and it showed that. And that's been a update for the longest, since like last year. So when I finally did that, I was just like, so do you see how she's lying? And then they banned me. And that's something I don't want to happen. Long story short, that's what I don't want to happen to anyone in the community, is that it gets to the point where they're getting harassed and they have no proof and they get banned for no apparent reason. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you have to say about that? Because you haven't talked this whole entire time that I've been ranting.
Well, I would like to say that if anyone gets banned, it's usually for the leadership and create the leadership team. We don't ban someone unless they're like doing something that's harming the community. But we're not the only ones out there resolving flags and banning people and everything. There is this amazing little thing called Team Amino, and they have been going around and disabling stuff and banning things without our knowledge. And the people that they ban and the stuff they disable, we can't re-enable or unban. We're not allowed. So, yeah. That's what I got to say.
Okay. I'm just reading over this whole thing, and I'm just like, and it was funny because the girl said, then she tried to play it off to say that it wasn't her who said it, it was her little sister who said it. Because then she was like, I didn't send it. Whoever started the chat was either my stepsister or I was hacked, and I wouldn't have asked for that. I wait to see if I earn it. And she said, I don't remember saying that, no. So I said, the whole reason is because of that mess. She said, oh, I know. Then how don't you remember saying it? Because I didn't say it. I said, what? I said, you made it look like a horrible person to lead it for what? She said, I didn't make you look bad. Yes, she did. Maybe you should think about your actions, and maybe I wouldn't have to do this. Do what? Lie? She said, no, tell the truth, and you make you lie to the leaders, and then make me look like the bad one. I'm not. Ugh. I'm just reading over this. This is such a stupid thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so, we have, like, how much time do we have left? Let me look. Once my thing stops being stupid, I will tell you how much time we have left. We have 20 minutes left because we're at 40 minutes now for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's talk about challenges that we can come up with for the community. Because that's always fun.
Yes.
Yes, challenges and ideas. I think we should do a ship aesthetic challenge. So you come up with a ship. It can be OCX Canon, OCX OC, or Canon X Canon, and you just make an aesthetic.
I think everything OC should be there, not the Canon one, because I would hate to see a bunch of dreary, or even better, snary ones, and I'd not.
Oh, true. But what about OCXOC? Because that's the only way I can participate. Okay.
That is
so
fine.
OCXOC and OCXOC.
No,
and
OCXOC and OCX Canon. I just
that's
don't
what
want to see any
right?
Canon S. I don't want to see any Canon X Canon, because I don't want to see snary and dreary and drapple
and Germini.
I
don't want to see any of that Draco ships unless it's with the Destroyer.
Is Hermione.
But you can't do that either because there's no canon.
I know, but if I would see if I want to see that, I would just have Hermione. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like verbally say this stuff like that I have an idea for it. So like the aesthetic has to have more than 6 photos. 6 or more photos, and for each photo you pick, you have to say why you chose that photo in the aesthetic. So, like, for example, one of my aesthetics that I posted for Scarlet and Fred. Did you just say it sucks? They suck?
It's not creative. Oh, let me stop. Before you try to kill me, I don't want to die.
I know I suck at aesthetics, but
no,
like,
you were
still.
amazing. The aesthetics are amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
The aesthetics are amazing.
Okay. So, like, the aesthetic I have for Scarlet and Fred, one of them, there's, like, fireworks, and there's a sparkler and a crown, and then a thing for Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, and a picture of a bunch of prank products. So, like, what I would do for mine would be, like, okay, the Weasley's Wizard Wheezes sign is because Scarlet works at Weasley's Wizard Wheezes with Fred and George. The prank products would be because Scarlet helps Fred and George make a lot of them. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fireworks and the sparkler because what did I have it as? Basically, Fred like lit up Scarlet in a way. Like sparks something with her, so that's why I have that. And then there's a crown because one of Scarlet's things, her kinks, is to call Fred her king, so that's why there's a crown.
Okay. So no.
So yeah. So no.
So no.
No crown.
No. No, weirdo. You're a weirdo.
I'm a weirdo. Excuse me?
I'm not a weirdo.
Okay, so basically when you guys make the aesthetics, you have to explain why you chose each photo. Yes. And then, so there's that thing the rewards will probably be like I'll feature an OC or something of yours, as long as it has good detail. Don't come up to me with a freaking OC that has like 2 lines of detail. I'm not gonna feature something with that little detail.
I want to talk about those, but at the same time, everyone's gonna be pissed off when I do that because they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's creative. Oh, this and that." I hate people.
It's creative to have 2 lines for OCs.
I hate it so much when people have like OCs and they have like 5 different like favorites, and each favorite only has like 2 lines.
Yes.
I can understand a paragraph, but 2 lines? Like, come on. I'm just done.
Let's see. What other challenges can we do? Because I wanna do a lot. Because we need to make the community like a lot more active and like interactive. It needs to be a lot more interactive. The community is already active as it is, but we need to make it interactive.
Okay. I have a theory.
Yes.
I'm looking back at my old posts, and I see that I made a post saying OC stealing. To prevent having too many siblings and or OC stealing, I will accept 5 to 6 people who can have the same last name and or related to canon characters in the books / movies starting today. Please start by sending your OCs to be added as a favorite. Should I bring that to our Mino?
I would say no, because a lot of people are going to complain about that, and a lot of people only have the OC thing, and not many people are capable of making an OC that's not related to a canon character. So if you did that, there would be like a couple, like probably 20 or 30 people having to delete their OCs.
Okay.
So I don't think that would be a good idea. That would piss off the community.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I saw that in my old post and I was like, oh, this doesn't sound horrible.
Yeah. Let's see, what's another challenge we can do?
I really want to try to do... Don't yell at me. Please don't yell at me. I want to try to do a Tri-Wizard tournament again.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about this the other day in the
But should we talk about it on the podcast, or should we wait?
Let's see, what month is it? September, October, November, December. We have the rest of I think we should wait until we get a bit more planned out.
Yeah. Should we talk about the ball?
The ball. When is that? October?
30th.
I guess we can mention that.
Because,
there's going to be a Halloween ball.
So we're trying to do a Halloween ball, and so people can plan for it, for the 4 people who actually watch this. For the people who can plan for this, it will be... Oh snap.
October 30th? Didn't you say October 30th?
Yes. There's been talk. Oh, people were, people's only watching anymore. Anyways, sorry. Let's see. Ask me. Halloween, oh my god, Halloween masquerade ball. Yeah, basically the Halloween ball is going to be a 1800s-esque Halloween theme. Halloween masquerade theme.
Oh, it's gonna be a masquerade? Oh my gosh, I want to join, but I don't do group role plays.
Oh, you're gonna join. You're gonna be a chaperone.
What? Oh wait, I don't do group role plays, and on that Monday I have to get my cosplay ready because Halloween's the next day.
What, Scar? Guess what, Scar?
What?
I know that already.
My
That's why I'm making you do this, because I love you.
I won't. I won't be able to, Regina.
I know. That's why I'm gonna make you probably the head of all of this to make you be worse. Okay? So it's gonna be a masquerade-esque theme, and I'm really excited for it because I think that Even though it's not an actual event, I think that I'm making it a twist.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell Scarlett the twist only. But you could probably guess what the twist is.
Troll! There's a troll in the dungeon!
I'm not gonna
Don't
make
you
it.
know?
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make a troll come into the dungeon, but there will be a twist. So hopefully, you guys will be able to join this. But I do want to discuss about why. Also, want to discuss why since we are gonna do a Tri-Wizard tournament, surprise, surprise, but we're still planning it. So it's not a definite yet, but I want to also explain why the past ones have not worked out so much. And I think Scarlett can explain a little bit why.
Because the other communities we did it with are stupid.
Yes. The first time it was because 9 3/4 took over it completely, and we dropped out of it. Then when it completely took over it completely, and we dropped out of it, and I didn't know about this until later on when I finally realized what was happening, and when I became curator, not leader yet, when I became creator of the community, I realized what happened. And then I realized that how hard and painful it is for us to do a Tri-Wizard tournament, because when other communities don't want to, one community wants to be a butt about everything, and the other one just doesn't want to do anything. Because I guess I went up to them in the wrong time, and the first community didn't want to do anything. I went up to them. I went up to them and said, "Hey, I'm doing a Tri-Wizard tournament, and I think you would be the best person to be it." And they said, "Okay, we're doing a thing now, because they're a community-wide roleplay thing." And they were like, "Okay, we're doing a thing now. If you would like to, if you can wait for us to start this up, then we can participate in it." I said, "Okay, that was perfectly fine with me." And I went up to the other 2 communities and said, including mine, because ours was on board anyways. And I went up to the other community and I said, "Listen, I would love to do a roleplay. I would love to do a Tri-Wizard tournament roleplay. But this is the catch. We cannot start right away." And they said, "That's perfectly fine. We can wait." I told them when we can finally start, I said it will be a week and then we can start. By the way, this is in May. This is the end of May, when people are starting to get out of school and everything and all that jazz. So this is the end of May, and and then she told us that the first one didn't talk to me after that. Even though I waited for them, basically. And then the second one just wasn't around. And when I talked to them, they got really smart with me, and it's basically telling me that you shouldn't make a Tri-Wizard tournament with a dead community.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I think you talked about this in the other podcast.
No, I talked about this. I talked about this in the with you guys, with the leadership team.
Oh, I thought it was a podcast.
Yeah, I didn't talk about it. Yeah, we didn't talk about this in the podcast yet. And this is the whole reason why I didn't want to make it, and we just finally found a way where we can make it and properly make it. So my plan is to have a challenge for people to fill out their stats and show off what their stats are to lead up to the Tri-Wizard tournament. Is that a bad idea or a good idea?
It's an interesting idea.
Because they have this stat system in another community that I I really admire, and I put them in the description of the first thing, so I won't look like I'm completely stealing it, even though I technically am.
Me with half of my announcement posts. I'm just gonna steal this from Virtual Space.
I read it and I was just like, "This is Virtual Space. I know this is Virtual Space."
Yep, I'm like, yeah, that's Virtual Space. I stole it, but it's okay because I gave them credit. I just said that this original format wasn't mine.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say that this isn't mine. Do not own this in any way. I'm gonna say that I don't own this in any way, and I've said this before in the past. I do not own this, but I like this, and I feel like this is going to lead up to something. Wink, wink, and I'll do it. Excuse me as I answer roleplays. You talk for once. I talk too much.
What am I saying?
Speak.
I'm confused. Crap. Should I, say what other communities we're gonna be doing it with? Hope to do it with?
Sure.
More or less? Okay. So, it's gonna be the Tri-Wizard Tournament. If we were to do one, it would be with our community, the Hogwarts 18+ roleplay community, and a newly formed community, which the name I have forgotten, even though I'm a creator in it. Frick.
Mm-hmm.
The Wizardry World of Harry Potter community. It's going to be between those three, and yeah. We still have to get permission from the main leader in the Hogwarts 18+ roleplay community, but we plan to do it there as well. Because we already got permission from the other community. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, is there anything else on that subject, or can we go back to coming up with challenges? Can we go back to coming up with challenges?
I want you to start on that first challenge you did recommend, though. I really want you to start up with that one.
I start with that one, so, okay, I'll post that one tonight.
Thank you.
Probably within the next 2 hours.
Good.
Because I gotta make a post looking for an IP partner, because my IP partner is at work all the time, and it's sad.
How old is he? How old is he?
My IP partner, she's 22.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah, and she's at work all the time, and so I'm like, I'm dying.
I'm not sure if I should make a post like that, because I feel as if that would be, like... Every time I hear to roleplay with someone, they're like, okay, I'll roleplay with you.
Yeah.
5 days later, oh, I can't roleplay anymore, bye. And then leave. Okay.
Well, see, I'd roleplay with you, but you roleplay in first person, and I can't read that.
Oh, I wouldn't roleplay with you because I've talked to you before.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I already know what your voice sounds like. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So I have voices for certain characters and how they look.
Okay.
So that's how I usually do it when I'm reading your thing. I read it in their voice. So if I hear your voice and it's all of a sudden this high-pitched weird voice, and I'm like, oh snap. But your character was so pretty and he had such a pretty voice. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna make a roleplay thing, but I'm only gonna accept like 1 or 2 people because I can't do that many. And then I'll make the ship aesthetic thing.
Yeah.
The prizes. Feature for first place. A feature and a follow and a spam of likes. And from me. And then second place will get... Okay, so first place will get a 3-day feature. Second place will get a 2-day. And as follow and a spam of likes. And then third place will get a 1-day feature. And same thing, follow, spam the likes, because I can't come up with anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And, let's see, I feel like I should give more to that.
First place should get, what is it? They should
get... A custom title?
Yeah.
A custom title of your ship. Of whatever ship wins of yours. Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah. And then, yeah, that works. Okay, and how long should the duration of this be? Until next Wednesday, I guess?
Yeah.
Till Wednesday.
And then
And
we'll
then I'll
announce it on
announce
here.
the winners. Yeah, announce it on here, and I'll make a post.
Yeah. I think that's it, no?
Yeah, that's it for that.
It's like the end of a podcast, basically.
Yeah, that's the end of the podcast. There we go.
Mm-hmm. It was nice speaking to you guys. Say bye, Axcar.
Bye.
Bye.